we got Trent here. Trent came back to deal with me and Jeff shenanigans because Jeff don't have no filter.
Yes, I do. I have a filter now.
Is it a Brita filter?
Nah, it's a filter that I put in the furnace for my house.
Yeah, that ain't a good filter. that ain't approved. Trent, man, look, before we go ahead and get started, I know you've been up to some major stuff and you've been doing some real big things. And I want to give you a chance to just talk about it, man, because you've been doing some stuff from our conversations.
I mean, I've been trying to, you know what I mean? So I won't call them big yet, but you know what I mean? At some point, maybe they will be. You know, I think, I'm praying that they have a big impact, you know, on people and on the community. But so what I've been working on is a financial education initiative, aimed at helping people align their money habits with their financial goals. You know, just setting a foundation, just teaching basic financial topics, budgeting, saving, but coming with a little twist to help people reflect on how they're spending their money, and just making sure that it aligns with who they want to be, where they want to go, and where they're trying to go. So.
Yeah. Well, what's the name of the company?
Should say that.
like give something to go on, my guy.
The company is called I Am Currency. Once again, financial education initiative. Doing hosting seminars, workshops. What else? Just speaking. And in fact, next Saturday I'll be at Olive Tree Outreach for financial foundation class where we'll be going over budgeting and applying that to God's word and just understanding how the ultimate creator, the ultimate provider says that we should use our money.
Okay.
So that's what's up.
Hey, look, man, thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for sharing that, man. Because I'm pretty sure everybody out there that is gonna need that financial advice, that budgeting. Hard times are coming. I don't know if people understand.
Coming,
but
they are here. Yeah. What you mean coming?
But you gotta understand that it is gonna get worse with the tariffs, with the economy. So everything is gonna get more expensive.
I will be slanging eggs on the corner. Y'all.
I'm just saying, when you see Walmart closing down stores. Because
I didn't even know Walmart was closing stores.
Yeah, they closing. I think they closing over 600 stores. So when you see Walmart closing stores, I seen an article that Walmart closing stores. So you see that they're closing stores. The first thing that comes to mind is like Walmart closing stores. Like Walmart normally is like, I'm not gonna say that they're good when it comes to recession, but they're one of the few stores that. In the last recession,
saves. I mean, they survived.
They survived. Yeah. So you really understand that. You really got to understand that the economy is really going down.
Hold on, I got a question. Hold on. So you telling me Walmart closing stores, right?
Walmart closing stores, supposedly because they can't keep Target on the shelves.
What about Target? I just want to know.
Target is they're hemorrhaging.
That's not answering my question.
Okay, I don't know whether or not Target is closing stores.
How Target not closing and
because
what we supposed to be boycotting Target or something?
So remember what I said. Well, I don't know if you remember what I said, but
I don't.
Okay, that's fine. So my statement, my idea of what's going on is that in order for some of these companies to get federal subsidies.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Okay.
Then they have to get rid of their DNI programs.
Right.
And the companies that didn't get rid of their DNI programs are no longer getting federal subsidies.
Right.
Now, Costco is one that didn't get rid of their federal subsidy, but I think Costco make enough money to where it doesn't matter. Target, on the other hand, didn't. And Walmart got rid of theirs as well. But I think something else is going on with Walmart because they really go hard with the negotiations so far as making sure that their prices are cheap. When it comes to their prices. But if they're wiping out, but if products is not getting to the shelves,
somebody's stealing from Walmart. That's what it is. Somebody a big wig. No, I'm serious because if you look at it, Walmart survives everything.
Everything.
I think and they might just be like a restructuring. You know how people say, bankruptcy's not always.
It could be. You might be right.
Yeah, some rich people use, what we look at as bad stuff. look at it as reorganize and restructure.
They trimming fat off to make more money.
That's a good way to put it.
You know,
because I always thought bankruptcy was like, dang, man, you can't do nothing with your life, man. Like I thought it was like an end of the road type thing. Like, but they use bankruptcy as a financial tool to protect all the assets.
I was just about to say that's the rich man's credit card.
Yeah,
for real.
Get rid of all the bad debt.
Yep, get rid of all that bad.
Start over.
Start all over.
Like,
and even with that, they don't put anything in their name because everything is in their business name. So they file bankruptcy under their business name,
and they still good.
And the business is still good.
Because
you ain't about because think about it, you ain't about to go put the business in another credit card name, especially when they already got finances.
Right.
If it already got finances, what's a bankruptcy? If it already has cash, but it can't pay its debt. Yeah. But you get to keep the cash, pay the debt pennies on a dollar.
And you still getting cash.
And you still getting cash because people are still coming to your organization.
Yep, exactly.
And you can do that for 7 years. Well, I don't know if the same 7 years apply to businesses. But
you still getting money.
And you still get money. So you ain't gotta go, it ain't like you gotta go get a credit card. It's not like a personal bankruptcy where you can't put nothing in your name.
It ain't like you gotta go really pay a bill either, for real.
That's true.
So man, they getting over. I need to get an LLC.
You do not need to go get it.
I'm putting everything in a business name. My kids, I'm putting all of them under a business name.
Oh, not the kids.
Shit.